Hi, this is Mark with ValueCharts.com. We have seen gold rally here over the past several days. Really, the fiscal cliff, I think, has exaggerated the recent sell-off to lows of right around 1636, and now we've seen a rally of about $60 an ounce above that, or 68 to be exact. I'm sorry, 62 to be exact, to the 1688 level where we currently stand right now. Longer term, we can see on a monthly basis that this market is in a pennant pattern, connecting the lows going back to early in 2012 to late to the current lows, obviously, and then August and September of 2011 connecting recent highs in October would form the upper boundary of the current pennant pattern that we're in. Now, if I were to look at this market, I think there's a pretty good chance we're going to go higher and test the upper boundary of the pennant pattern. We first need to break the high of last month around 1725 to do that. A lot of times you'll find in gold that the monthly breakouts can be meaningful, and I think that breakout would be meaningful, and that would open the way to test the upper end of this boundary here, and whether that happens this month or next month, that would put us right around the 1760 level to test the upper end of this boundary, this wedge pattern or pennant pattern. And if we did that, the next resistance that we would expect to run into would be right around the 1800 to 1825 level. So if that was eventually reached and broken, then the last quote-unquote resistance level that we would expect to see would be back in 2011 with the highs that were put in place right around the 1940 level. So that's what we might be looking at to the upside. I like gold as a bull longer term for many reasons, but one of them is that the commodity cycle, 60-year cycle low, was due in November of 2012. We seem to be printing a lot of US dollars out there, so that would lead me to believe that gold is going to become more expensive, stated in terms of US dollars over time. And that would potentially open the door for much higher prices. So longer term, I am a huge gold bull market supporter. I'm a huge bull in gold longer term. I think gold could go to levels that we would sound ridiculous talking about right now. But this is essentially where we stand right now. Now, also from the downside, we need to make sure that we hold this trend line right here. So this would mean that we shouldn't see prices sell below really the 1640 level to the downside. If that happens, especially if we break the low of last month at 1636, then I would say that we could be looking for maybe a retest of the support level right around the 1535 level. So be aware that we are in the midst of the pennant pattern, and there is uncertainty until we break out either to the upside or the downside of this pattern. That's all we have for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll continue to keep you updated on where we think gold's headed.